Hey guys, I'm dressed all fancy-like because I'm being interviewed right now by the lovely and talented Miss Ashley Mardell.
This will probably be the weirdest video I ever make.
Ashley, why are you talking like that?
I am in the weirdest mood of my life.
I understand you have some questions for me.
I had like 6 cups of super fantastic coffee, and that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Well then, by all means, let's get started.
Where were you born?
Born and raised in San Antonio, Texas.
Well, I was just wondering, in what year were you born?
Oh, I was born in 1990. And you gotta love being born on a decade because when you've got 0 at the end of the year when you were born, it's very easy to remember how old you are. I just have to add 10 to whatever year we are in. 2013? Oh, I'm 23. Though to be honest, I'm kind of jealous of anyone born in the year 2000, especially if you're like born January 1st, 2000, then because your age will always be the year. Oh, it's 2013, I'm 13. Oh, it's 2026, I'm 26. It's so simple.
Well, what color is your hair?
It's kind of obvious.
Awesome. So what color are your eyes?
You tell me.
Alright, how tall are you?
I'm about 5'9", which sucks because I was like 5'6" in middle school and I was like 2 feet taller than everyone else. And my whole life I've been tall and I was thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna be like 6'10", because most of the people in my family are like 6'2", 6'3", and then I just stopped and everyone caught up to me and now I feel short. I miss elementary school because I was like 4'3" while everyone else was still 2'10".
What's your biggest fear?
Well, if you want to get really personal, my biggest fear is being forgotten. I want to make sure I leave a legacy behind so that whenever I leave this world, there will still be people here who remember that I was here. Because once you're gone, if everyone forgot you were here, you might as well have not existed in the first place. And that's just so sad to think about. I think Freddy Krueger said it best.
Being dead wasn't a problem, but being forgotten, now that's a bitch!
What is your most ticklish spot?
I plead the fifth.
What is your favorite animal, ya?
My 2 favorite animals are wolf and blue whale.
Alright, what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie always has been and always will be The Lion King. That's the movie that started it all for me. I saw that when I was a kid and that just changed my whole life, and it's still just as great now as it was back then. I still cry every time Mufasa dies.
Dad? Dad, come on. You gotta get up. Dad.
And what's your favorite actor?
Robin Williams, she's just fucking hilarious.
Alright, well that was interesting. Now what's your favorite TV show?
It's hard to say. I watch a lot of TV. I know Seventh Heaven was one of my all-time favorites. I grew up watching it. The characters, after a while, they started to feel like family to me. There are also a lot of great ones like Everwood, of course, Pokemon, and Simpsons. I love both of those simply because it's still going 20 years later. Well, with Pokemon, it's like 10 years later. But I like continuity. There's nothing sucks more than when you start getting used to characters and falling in love with them, and then suddenly they're just gone. I like that these shows that I've been watching since I was in elementary school are still around when I'm in college, bringing out new episodes.
And what's your favorite music?
If you talk about genre, it's hard. I think the best way to classify it is like 90s boy band and 80s soul. Those are the 2 that I listen to probably the most often. If you're talking about artists, my number 1 favorite artist is the Backstreet Boys. Number 2 is Eminem. Number 3, Taylor Swift. I've got a very interesting playlist here.
What is your favorite season?
Well, I live in Texas, and in summer it gets like to 120. So I guess just because of where I live, I like winter most because it actually gets below 80 every now and then, and I don't have to turn on my AC, and I save a lot of money. Because when it's cold, you can just throw on another blanket and you're good.
And what's your favorite subject?
Well, in school right now, my favorite subject last semester was creative writing. I got to read a lot of interesting stories from a lot of good writers. I got to develop my craft a little bit more. It ended up being a great experience, and I'm taking another one next semester, and I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Talk a little bit about your friends and your boyfriends and stuff and things like that. Do you have a significant other? Are you dating anybody? Are you friends? Do you have friends with people?
I'll see if I can answer some of those. No, I'm not dating at all right now, or just not a good time for me to in that. Do I have friends? Technically, but it gets really complicated if you think about it, because I don't really hang out with other people. There are plenty of people that like I stay in touch with, and if it gets to a point, like if we're in the same place, then sure we'll be laughing stuff. But I rarely ever like take time out of my day to go talk to people.
Okay, please tell me Coke or Pepsi.
Well, Pepsi tastes better, but I just like Coke better. I don't know why. I mean, I'll admit Pepsi tastes better, but I prefer drinking Coke.
Oh, how nice. Now, dogs or cats?
That's not even a question. Dogs, easily. Hey, you want to hear a funny joke? Actually, no, I can't tell that. Some of my subscribers have cats. I'd make them cry.
That's great. What's your favorite color, sport, and food?
Favorite color, gold. Favorite sport, football. Favorite food, as long as meat, basically meat and cheese. If it's got meat and cheese, I'll eat it. Just about every single thing that I eat has to have at least one of those two on there.
And if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go and what?
Japan. I love anime, and I would love a chance to be immersed in that culture. Go to some conventions over there. I just think it would be awesome, an awesome place to be. Well, this has been a very interesting experience, Ashley. I'll give you that much.
I promise I don't have like multiple personality disorder. I was in theater, and now I'm on a caffeine high. So, I hope that explains a little for you.
Well, that definitely does explain a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Follow me on Twitter.
Happiness will be had of Nathan to have you subscribe and like. Pretty please for me. Like for me, please like for me. Like for me, please like. I'll give you fake money.